Hello and welcome back to Penkitten Plays Transport Fever. We are back here down by the docks of Avarda. Lovely city, as I've mentioned before. Checking out one of the oil tankers, Ship 7. About to head back to fill up on oil once again. This line is doing me quite well. It was enough to push me over. It's been probably some time since I left off, just because I've been letting the money roll in. It's now 1881. Quite forward on the whole project, but it's just because I wanted to get some money in the situation. In the year 1880, they raised over 400k in a single year, which is amazing for me. Alright, let's check around, look around. These things... you're just the ferry, and you're just the trade cog. In that case, where is everything else? Where be my ships? My tankers? You're coming with oil. You're coming with fuel. And our next oil ship is there. Good. Well, in this episode, I'm actually going to do some building, some new modifications on the trains, because I actually have money. Doesn't look like it, but as you can see, I have 3 million more that I can take. Oh, let's see. That train's on the way. They're stopped. I want to get a new train on this line. And for that, let's borrow all the money. Putting it on this line is probably pointless, just because this line doesn't really make me a whole lot of money. Let's put 2 of these clustery? Let's call it clustery. 2 of those on there. Set line Transcontinental. That'll be good. Now, ways that I can make more money. I could just leave it like this, because I know that these trains have been having lots of problems. Jibba, you are too old now, as well as Double E Show. They've reached their lifespan and they need to get upgraded. Although they are starting to pick up steam. Transcontinental Railway. I keep trying to do it, but let's try it this time. From Avarda, you will then go to Winston-Salem. Then you will head back to Avarda. With 3 trains, we might have a chance. Let's just set that to go. And let's go check out our new train. Ooh, look at it. You got 26. I could pick up more, but that's fine. 27. Let's get on board. Ooh, look at that shiny thing. Now, it looks like all my money has disappeared in an instant, meaning something must have been upgraded while I was waiting around. But what? What was upgraded? Wasn't anything on this line. Was it something over here? Oh, yeah. Look at that. The Green Baldwin engine. That's not going to run very well, considering everything else on this line is actually still just the old-fashioned... What are they, 6-wheelers? Let's see. Vehicles? One of them, Mr. Train's too old. But unfortunately, Train 1 got there first. I guess Train 1 is just going to have to be, behind everyone else. So with money, that'll come back up. Luckily enough, I do have some money-making opportunities, so it's okay to say, send a train to the other side of the world with very little time on its hands. However, because I have a general on this line, I'm going to run to a position where it just catches up. It's going to happen. The general has a speed difference on him. I don't remember how much, though. Sevilla Winston-Salem is still 0. Because Double E Show picked up? No, they wouldn't have that many. Trying to make this line work is one of the most difficult things, just because of the time. People don't want to spend the time to go over there. Let's go charts. Nope. Let us look at the lines for Richmond Transcontinental Railway. It's an 11-minute turnaround for them. It's not that bad. See, there's a 3 mile per hour difference between these two. And that is enough to eventually have them catch up. Of course, we do have these lines, so that's okay. It will mean that eventually, on this line, during the single track sections, this train is going to have to stop and wait, which might cause a backup, but that's okay for now. You're just doing your rounds. Probably shouldn't have you come this way just because it's so... There's nothing on the other side. There's nothing over there. But it's just so damn lovely to look at. So let's see, driving along. Oh, we're gonna go underneath. Under the tunnel. Ah, there we go. I hope all of these signs that I put in will help. Yeah, we seem to be going through them fine. Something happened? Let's see. Good to go, good to go. Mr. Train's going through the town, going across the street. Probably gonna make it to the corner. Waiting for a free pass. Ah, damn it. Oh, no. That's actually perfectly fine. Yeah, I've programmed that just fine. The real problem is the fact that this railway doesn't exactly have a lot of access to it. So who would be next? Cleveland, potentially, but you run into a problem where it's on the wrong side of the river. Do I eventually need to put it on that side of the river? I think I have the end point here. So not necessarily. I could go Garland to Lafayette, to Wichita to Chattanooga, to Corpus Christi, and then Corpus Christi... Actually, Corpus Christi to Charlotte, maybe. Or to Winston-Salem. Or both. So you're waiting for free path, as one does. Yeah, these are not going to get a lot of traction just yet. But it's important. For some reason or another, it's important. Back to Arvada, because this is where things are going to start piling up. Via Fort Lauderdale, 12. Via Winston-Salem, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hey, it's starting to get up there. It's starting to maybe take an entire load's worth. But then they'll have to go to the other side of the map to Fort Lauderdale before they can take them back. Meanwhile, the Charlotte Turnpike's not really doing that well. Double E show will be coming in first, followed by Train 4. Eventually, Train 4 is going to come up and overtake Double E show. But when? Because I don't see him. He is far and away. Let's look at the rest of my finances. Nothing's really losing me more than a couple thousand. It's just the taxi services that are too low. Arvada oil tanker make me $500,000 every year. Cleveland food make me nearly 400K. Cleveland Fullerton trade making me about $250,000. Charlotte Turnpikes make me quite a lot just because... Richmond Arvada, no. Transcontinental Railway is taken down because of this really, really, really long turnaround. I know, even picking up a couple people over here is going to be good for business. I keep trying to make this a thing, and never wants to. Just never wants to be a thing. Charlotte Turnpike could actually go... Because of this ring, I could actually have it go, say... I don't know, that way? And then come back this way? Yeah, I could do that. Have Charlotte Turnpike go from Charlotte to Arvada to Winston-Salem back to Charlotte. Or something like that. Just make, some different connections. Unfortunately, this train's been stopped because of reasons. Because of the single track lanes. Transcontinental Railway has a full load now. Double E Show has a full load. Turnpike will have a full load when they get here. Oh, that's really become booming. And maybe if I can get that well, I can actually do the ferry line 2. For people who don't want to either spend as much money or prefer to go slower, I think that's the ticket. People either want speed or they want a cheap ride. You get one or the other, not both. Waiting for a free path. Let's check the other vehicle, Jibba. So you are here, coming down the bend. Double E show is here, coming out of Fort Lauderdale. And train 4 is in Fort Lauderdale, picking up right now. Yeah, unfortunately there's so much to pick up, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I feel as if my trains might be a little too together. They might be a little too next to one another. Perhaps I should make one of them keep staying back. Because you want them to be spread evenly as possible on the lines. It allows the longest amount possible for your cities to rejuvenate without things like this, where one train might not have as many passengers. So you there, you need a couple million more, but that's not going to happen. It's probably going to be the food line are going to be upgraded before you do. Which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it's how things work. October of this year. Let's go. Let's actually check out the food line. Leave that to its devices, replacement charts, finances. It hit its high, and now because of the longer trip, it's losing money. But I am okay with this. You there, you're doing gangbuster work. Good for you. Never really had enough passengers on that ferry. If I just let it keep running, we will get to a point where all my trains are upgraded. Because you got 28 on a long journey. And you're picking up how much? 7? What if I turn you around? You'll be the last one. As opposed to... what? Where did... oh, there it is. Here's Jibba. Train 4 will pick up the rear, heading towards Fort Lauderdale. Should space out my trains an alright amount. Where is my... ah, there it is. My farthest train's over here. Medium trains coming out of Arvada now. And this station should be fine. I think ticket prices are based upon how long the trip is, and they're not based upon how long the trip takes. So this trip heading back to Fort Lauderdale should not factor into how much money I get. Hopefully. Either way, we should be able to pick up full load once we get there. Now, whether or not these people will get off at the right destination is not something I can say. Maybe some of these people want to go all the way to the food or the fuel in Arvada, or the food that's in Winston-Salem. I could click on one of them. What do you do? You go to Charlotte. Oh. You live in Charlotte. You were just here for the day. Dang. So you need to go to Arvada, stop there, and wait for the Charlotte train. Charlotte Turnpike. Let's see, let's go to vehicles. Type only trains. Yeah, they're starting to get old. One of them is actually not that old. Good to know. Transcontinental Railway starting to lose me money. But it's money that I can make back, and that's good money. So what's the situation here? We got 4 people waiting. Not exactly the biggest... oh, that's because somebody actually just picked up. Well, what we got then? 28? Oh, well then. And how be you? You are completely empty. The Jibba. Well, technically I did pick everything up there. To via Winston-Salem, not that many. 8 in total. Yeah, the Fort Lauderdale route's definitely more prosperous right now just because it's quicker and because we've been doing it for a lot longer. The route to Winston-Salem, people need to get used to that first. And with enough money, we can actually get some of these trains upgraded. 1 year, 8 years on Charlotte Turnpike. Cleveland Food, let me check you out. Because yeah, I'm perfectly fine with this. Finances. You have started making me quite a lot of money in 1881. Yeah, that was a good investment. At least I think it was. Not sure how much money I made off of it, but I think it's good. Selling Mr. Train, getting more. So, you take off, but you only have 5. Like I said, it's a good idea to spread out your trains as much as possible. Which is why I'm actually going to have Jibba head back. Because my next train is really far down the line. Back to Arvada. You will have plenty to take. But Winston-Salem does not have much. Luckily enough, Winston-Salem has a long time to just get better. So Arvada, how is your fuel situation? You have 340 in total you can take. You got 50 stuffed up. How much is on this line? How many vehicles? 1 vehicle. Let's get another one. A set line, Arvada fuel. Get them delivering up to Birch Street. I'm assuming that these businesses are just fine. Supply rating. Yeah, 47%. You unemployed. You're doing good. You're doing good. Industry you work. Businesses you shop. And how's this trade going? Not all the best. You two are so close together, how about you head back the other way? People not really jumping up on here? I suppose not. How about here? Richmond Arvada Coast is coach. Yeah, turn around again. Because I'm cruel. Mr. Train has reached his lifetime and should be replaced. Well, I would if I could. He needs money. I need money. Let's look at our finances. Have lost money, despite the fact that I'm not really losing money. Let's look at this. Transcontinental Railway losing me money hand over fist. Mostly because of this long journey with nothing on it. How about then we fall back on our laurels once again. Replacement, yeah, but Double E show, where are you? Leaving Fort Lauderdale. Jibba, where be you? You are coming back on on Winston-Salem. Okay, you are going to start a new line. A very expensive line. Winston-Salem to Arvada, specifically. It's going to be kind of a temporary line. Meanwhile, you, overview, fall back, make money. Make money, please. So fickle. If I let it just keep going, it'll probably be okay. It's why I'm going to leave 1 train on there to lose me money. However, there's the new shiny trains that can stay. Charlotte Turnpike. How you guys doing? I haven't been following you. 60 and 60. Not bad, not bad. You're coming back. Yeah, I don't want to waste my good train on a bad investment. Want to keep something though, because there is potential for profit. So how's over here? Line 1, 11. Continental Railway, 80. Nice. Yeah, they really want to go to Fort Lauderdale. Well, once I get to the station. Once he gets to the station, he's going to do all the things. But with that, I have to cut the video here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.